If you work in real estate, you might ask yourself, do you even need a CRM? This video will go over key questions and considerations to see if you'll benefit from using a CRM. We'll go over what a CRM is, why a CRM is important for real estate management, and the most important features to look for. Customer Relationship Management, or CRM software, enables you to manage and strengthen your relationship with your clients, such as existing buyers, prospects, and leads. CRMs keep all your contact data in one organized system, allowing you to better manage relationships, stay organized, move tenants and prospective buyers down the sales funnel. Did you know that in 2017, 89% of people use real estate agents to sell their home, but 33% of them wouldn't use the same realtor again? When it comes to customer relationships, good relationships can give you a head start on a new property before it's listed. This requires you to check in with clients frequently. Whether that's having details about available properties or knowing their requirements, you need a lot of information at your fingertips. When it comes to real estate sales, having the right sales process is essential, as is having a CRM that will support and improve your process. With that in mind, let's look at the key benefits that you should expect from a CRM. A CRM is able to provide smarter reporting. It'll give you the tools to master the key metrics that drive your business. You'll be able to get a clearer picture of your current customers and prospects and analyze your pipeline. You'll be able to answer questions like, how many open deals do we currently have? And what's our stage-to-stage conversion rate? Many variables affect sales targets, such as commissions and selling fees. Having the answers will help you understand where you need to be in order to hit your revenue targets. Next is segmentation of leads. No matter the size of your real estate agency, managing a flood of inquiries and listings can be hard work. A CRM gives you the tools to segment leads in your lists from various sources. You'll be able to control where a lead lands in your sales funnel and what category they belong to. From there, you'll be able to segment prospects by their budget, timeline, zip code, and more. Another key benefit would be able to follow up automatically. To nurture leads and keep them engaged, you need to consistently follow up with inquisitive buyers and tenants, taking up a good chunk of the day. A CRM makes it easy to automate repetitive tasks, whether it's 5 days after an open house or 6 months after a new tenant moved into their new home. Get reminded to follow up and send a custom templated email. If you're considering a CRM, or if you've shortlisted CRM platforms for your real estate business, it's important to choose a CRM platform that will work for your unique situation. Here are key features to look for when you're evaluating different CRM solutions for real estate and property management. In real estate, every minute matters, so find a CRM that's simple to use. The last thing you need is to spend time learning how to use yet another piece of software. With a CRM that doesn't require weeks of training or a team to get started and manage it, your chosen CRM platform will be intuitive to use and get you up and running in minutes. Next, consider a CRM with built-in marketing tools. With certain CRMs, you'll be able to set up user-triggered emails and text messages, as well as drip email campaigns and autoresponders. This allows workflow automation, letting you send automated follow-ups and emails that allow buyers to schedule their own meetings. It's also important to consider if the CRM has native mobile apps. Working in real estate means spending a lot of time on the go and away from the office. With a CRM that's available on all platforms, you can simply pick up whatever you decide to use, whether it's a desktop, mobile, or tablet. Open your CRM and have access to everything you need. Another key feature to consider for a CRM is easy integrations. Many professionals rely on different real estate software to manage their work. You may find that many CRMs are too complicated to use or take months to master, with several functions that may not be that useful for your real estate business. When you're researching CRM software options, find one that isn't too complicated and won't slow you down or make it harder to move deals forward. Look for one that has a vast marketplace, allowing you to integrate your CRM with your existing technology stack. If you found this video useful, consider giving PipeDrive a go. Many of the useful features we spoke about in this video are built into PipeDrive. With PipeDrive, you'll get a simple-to-use CRM that gives you a clear overview of your pipeline. It'll help you understand where your business is, and you'll be able to drive business decisions with sales forecasting and analysis. With workflow automation, save time and focus on activities that close sales. Our marketplace has hundreds of integrations to help you automate processes and engage buyers and sellers. The PipeDrive app is available on iOS and Android, and it's easy to pick up. So you'll be using PipeDrive in minutes.
So you'll want to come log into PipeDrive, go to your deals section, and then these are each of the phases that we have set up for you. So you can choose which phase it's in. Maybe you already have an agreement signed, or you're past that point, you're in onboarding. So you can either add by these plus signs within the phase, or you can add on this green add deal button. So let's just go ahead and add one into the onboarding phase. So we're going to give Sue is going to be our contact person. She's going to be the seller, and she's going to be selling a flower shop. This title here is just going to be for you and your team. So you can list anything you want there. If maybe you have, a couple of flower shops and you want to specify this one as Sue's and another one someone else's, that's where you can put that here. The value, a lot of people like to do the commission value. Completely up to you. You just want to make sure that you choose something consistent across for your whole team so that when you do reporting later on, you have a good idea. You don't have any skewed numbers there. Of course, we're in the seller pipeline because the sellers, like we know, is also your listings. And like we talked about, we're going to put this one in the onboarding phase. You can toggle over each of these to see the other phases if you need to. If you use any kind of labeling system, we could label this as the seller. You can also add things here. If you know the close date, you can go ahead and put that in as well. Let's give Sue a phone number and an email. Go ahead and hit save. And then we'll see Sue's Flower Shop came up right here under this onboarding phase. So you'll click into the deal here. And we'll look over here on the left-hand side where it says website sync. So this is everything that will show up on your website. So do you want it to show up on the website? Yes or no? Let's go ahead and say yes. And then if you want it to show up in your featured section on your website, so that's going to correlate to this bottom section on your website. You have our featured listings section. So if you want it to show up here, then you would also select yes. I'm going to say no for now. The public advertised title, like we talked about, this will show up on your website. So you can list anything you want there. Now, the only thing you cannot put in this section is any kind of special character. So you can put a money sign or an exclamation mark, but any other special characters, please do not add those. Do not put an and sign, do not put stars, asterisks, things like that, number sign. Those will mess up your NDA automations. This internal ID is also very important. This needs to be the same across all sites. So if you use Biz by Sell or Businesses for Sale, Biz by Sell, it's called an office reference ID. They need to be the same across all with this PipeDrive internal ID. So whatever you want this to be is completely up to you. You can use letters or numbers, but it needs to match across all sites so that whenever someone inquires on one of those sites, it's able to talk back to PipeDrive and merge all that information together. Your industry, here we have a lot of options for you. I'm going to list this one as a flower shop. It does correlate to a stock photo that we already have, so that will show up on your site as well. And then the more information you put, the better. So if you want to list the location, that's great. If you know if the business is any of these tags here, that's great. Put in a description if you're able to. Again, the more information, the better. All of this information is great. Your inventory, is it included? Your real estate, how many employees, etc., etc. Tombstone, you can skip for now. This is what you'll mark once it sells. You can add the sold date and then a little blurb there for your website. Next, you have these Deal Studio automations. So these are very important because they link to our automations that we have set up for you. So your current status, you can mark it as new, active, under contract, or sold. We're going to go ahead and mark this one as new. If you use a blind profile or an executive summary or a teaser email, people call it different things, that link here is going to go here. So as long as you have a link, maybe use share file or box, something like that, you'll put that link in there so that the URL can be put into the email that will automatically send later. Same thing with a CBR. If you use a SIM, go ahead and put that link in here. If you use any of these other kinds of uploading folders or file shares, put that in as well. And then you'll see here, this is Sue Seller. She's selling the flower shop. Here's the organization. And then another thing to note on here is that Joe Broker is the owner here. You can also transfer ownership. So if you create the listing, but somebody else is selling it, you can go ahead and transfer that as well. And then you can also change the followers. So maybe you're the owner of the company and you want to kind of keep tabs on what everybody's working on, so you can add yourself as a follower to these listings. I want to show you real quick what this is going to look like on your website. So when you go to the listings on your website, this tag here is what we added for the current status. So you can see new, under contract, that's where that will show up. And each of these things that has been filled out will also show up on your website. So if it's not there, you'll see it just comes up as NA. So again, the more information you can put there, the better. Heading back over to PipeDrive, these are the phases that this this listing has been in, and you can easily move them to different phases. So I just moved it to the on-market phase. So if we go back to PipeDrive, you'll see now Sue's Flower Shop is now in on-market phase. Another nice thing to note here is that you can look on this right-hand side, and right now we're seeing everyone's deals, but you can easily toggle over and see if you just want to see a specific person. So we marked that one as Carl's, so now this shows just Carl's listings. And then you can do that with any of them. So you can see everyone's deals or just specific ones. So now that we have Sue's Flower Shop is in the on-market phase, we have marked it as yes, show on web. Let's take a look back at our website here. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see here's Sue's Flower Shop that we just created. And here's that new tag. So once you click on the listing, then this is what your buyers will see. So they can sign the NDA, they can print this listing, they can add it to a favorites list. This is what we talked about, the more information, the better. So we don't have a lot filled out on this one here, but the more you have there, the better. They can see who the listing agent is, and they can go ahead and contact them, send a message that will trigger that NDA process for the automated emails to get them to sign the NDA. Taking a quick look at this sign NDA here, you'll be able to see this is all of the information that we ask for on the NDA. And then you'll see here at the bottom, it does pull up the name of the listing and that listing ID that we talked about is so important. So that's kind of nice to note. So let's take a look real quickly here at this Furniture Factory listing that we have on market. If you click on the organization here, so Lisa Hux is the seller, she's selling Hux Ltd. If you click on that there, it's going to pull up all the information regarding people that have inquired about this listing. And if you scroll down here to the deals, it's going to show all of the open deals for that listings. You can click see all deals. And this is going to bring up a really nice list of everybody who's inquired about it, what stage they're in, when your next activity is scheduled. So you can take a kind of a good overall look at that information. And then we'll see that this listing in particular correlates on our website to this listing right here, Furniture Factory, just so you can see that all in real time. And then one last thing here to note, like we talked about, you can drag and drop between each of these phases. You can also drag and drop down here at the bottom where you see if you created a deal on accident, you can delete it. If you need to mark it as lost, if you need to mark it as won, or if you want to move it to a phase, you can do it there as well. If you bring up this lost one here, it's going to give you an option to select the lost reason. So these are ones that we have put in. You're welcome to go into the company settings and create your own reasons, put in comments, etc., and then mark it as lost, so that one day if you need to go in and do some reporting to let them know, find out why this seller decided not to go through with it, you can have a nice list there with all of the information.